Okay, wow, that was an exciting intro. Yeah, I realised I needed to do something exciting for the intro for this video. Got into the habit of using fantastic special effects, usually to introduce my drinking videos, the last few. And my computer is currently rendering a video. It's taken 4 hours to render, and I realised I wouldn't have any time to do some technical wizardry. So that's as best as I could come up with in the short term. I hope that was exciting enough to introduce this current booze review video. I've got something here. Let me take this price label off. I don't like price labels on beer. This was £4. It's kind of expensive for a beer, isn't it? And it's one of them where you can't really tell what it is. You have to search the can to see what it is. The Western Wall. Skipton, Hepton Bridge. Kind of, they like local places, aren't they? I think, to me. So yeah, this is Strudel Weissebier. So it's got like apple and cinnamon flavours in there with the beer. Is it, I guess, to make it taste like a strudel. It says brewed and canned at Brass Castle Brewery, Yorkersgate, Malton. So it's Brass Castle. I see, like, they've got the information. All the information is there. And oh, it's quite strong, is it? 5.2, not bad. But like the rest of the can doesn't really have much information on it. And see, when I'm in like the booze shop, I'm looking at all the beers, and this one does stand out. Like, it looks nice, but half the time I skip over them because I look at them and I just can't see any information on it. And that, I always think, oh, that's just the ingredients, and that's where all the information about the beer is, right there. I feel like you need something on it, like strudel beer or something, like, just to make it so so when you're looking at the shelf with all these millions of beers on it, you go, wow, well, look at that strudel beer. I'll try that out. I just so happened to pick this one up. So anyway, I'm going to be drinking out of this Odin Fosenhauser's glass. I'm kind of looking forward to this one. Last few beers I've gone for have always been these sort of gimmicky type of flavours. And I don't know, maybe I should start trying some actual just your old normal type of beers. That smells like I've opened a can of Strongbow. It doesn't smell like a beer at all. It smells exactly like a can of cider. And not like a high quality cider either, just like just your standard like mid-range sort of Strongbow type of thing. Can of Taurus or something like that. Oh shit. I had the can the wrong way around there. Whoops. I'm dripping it everywhere now. God damn. What a failure. It smells, actually the smell's coming off now. It's smelling a bit better. I'm getting that cinnamony sort of, it actually smells good. At first when I opened the can it just smelled like cider. It just smelled apples and, that sort of fermented smell, but now I am getting that sort of, it really reminds me of like a strudel, I guess. Like a Danish or something like that, like a pastry. The apple and cinnamon smell is really nice. Wow, okay, let's try this. I'm very intrigued now. That's really weird but nice. I don't know how to describe that. It almost tastes artificial, but I don't think it is, because the ingredients are just like apple and cinnamon. It doesn't say like, apple strudel flavour or something like that usually. But I think the flavours are coming across so well, it almost tastes like they've put them in artificially. But I don't really mean that like a bad thing. It's just like, what I mean is usually when you get these beers and they have like the natural flavours in there, they don't usually come across very well, if you know what I mean. So like it's tricking my brain in a way. Yeah, I think it comes across almost like a pint of snakebite. It's got that like beery, cidery sort of taste to it. Where I've had a few of these apple beers, and they kind of, I'm still a bit on the fence about them. I don't really know. I don't really get them. Like, it seems strange to me to have like a beer with like a cider flavour, you know. But somehow having that like cinnamon flavour in there as well makes it work. It's kind of nice with like the wheat and the apple and the cinnamon flavour. Yeah, maybe because it's called a Strudel Weissebier as well, it kind of makes me think of that in my head. But it's those flavours together, kind of, you know, give it that sort of like pastry sort of flavour to it. It's quite nice. There's a few weird flavours in there, like, yeah, the smell of it. What I'm getting weirdly is it's like it's almost like a melted plastic kind of flavour. And I don't know if that's like the apple and the beer flavour coming together. Yeah, it's got that taste to it. What? Then the aftertaste has a slightly plasticky taste, which is hard to describe. It's kind of like what it reminds me of is being when I was in high school. We did like woodworking classes, and now and then instead of working with wood, we'd be asked to make something out of like this thick plastic acrylic stuff. And I don't know what kind of plastic it was. It was probably just acrylic, but it was like really thick, like a bit of wood, and you could like saw it and file it and stuff. And I remember when you sawed it, it gave off this really like, it was like almost like a fruity smell like this, but like slightly plasticky fruity type of smell, really weird. And this really reminds me of that. So I don't know whether it's just because of my particular memory of the smell of this acrylic, it's making me think of melted plastic, or whether it actually or whether it would actually remind other people of melted plastic, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if it's just me because it triggers off that particular memory, or whether other people would taste it and go, it reminds me of melting plastic. I don't know. I'd have to see what other people drinking it and see what they thought. Yeah. Yeah, no, it does. I don't know what it is. It does conjure up images of melted plastic to me. The first sip I had, I got pure apple cinnamon flavour, and as I'm drinking more of it, I'm sort of getting less of that and getting more of this sort of strange taste, which I don't know. I don't know if I like it as much, to be honest. Less of the fruity apple, more of the plastic. Yeah, I can't really detect. It's almost like there's something to do with the combination of flavors that makes it taste strange. Like, I don't know. It's like I don't know if it's like the malt sort of tastes funny with the apple. Like I say, I'm a bit funny with the apple beers. I don't really get them that much, but there's something. Maybe it's like the cinnamon combined with the apple. And I know they're like a classic combination, but maybe in the beer. Apart from that initial first sip I had, where it tasted just like I was drinking a pastry Danish, it's kind of, I don't know, it creates a kind of something weird going on, and I'm not sure I'm not sure if it's something I could recommend, to be honest. Malted oats, malted barley, malted wheat, hops. It doesn't say what sort of hops, but I don't know. I don't think it's the hops giving it that flavour. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is one of them ones where I'm going to have to look at some other reviews online and see what they say, because to me, I'm getting a definite sort of melting plastic sort of flavour going on. I feel bad reviewing that because it's a very interesting and ambitious flavouring, and the first hit I got was amazing, but it doesn't seem like they've managed to carry it through the whole pint somehow. I know that sometimes at the top of the pint you get a real different flavour, and it's almost like all the flavours sort of come right up to the top when you pour it out, and then they sort of settle down as you're drinking it, and you don't get the same, like the first sip. Sometimes with some beers it's like it blows your head off the amount of flavours you get, but as they sort of start to settle into the glass, they don't stick around, and I think that's possibly what I'm getting here. I still do taste like the apple and the, you know, the flavours that are in there, like the apple and the wheat beer, but it's not that sort of fresh, vibrant flavour I got with the first sip. Yeah, and I've seemed to have lost all taste of the cinnamon by now. It's there on the aftertaste, a little hint of it, but yeah, I think I'm being overwhelmed by the plasticky taste of it, which I've never had with a beer before, I don't think. And, I don't know, maybe, like I say, I don't know if that's just my head making that association, because flavours trigger off memories, don't they, in a way, like a real strong way. So it could be just that this certain combination of these smells is triggering off a particular memory of plastic to me, but I don't know. I'll have to look at some reviews online and see what they think, because I'm definitely getting melted plastic with this beer. Yeah. Yeah. If it could keep the first sip going throughout the whole pint, it'd be amazing. But I wasn't a big fan by the time I finished that beer. Started out well, but yeah, didn't end well, I'd say. But not one I can recommend. And I was looking forward to this one. I do like the artwork though. I just noticed there's all these like weird mystical creatures on there and weird things. So it's one to try if you're into your weird beers, and maybe you'll have a different experience to me, but I wouldn't be buying one myself, another one of them. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Catch you next time.